Claustrophobia, one of the most common fears in the entire world. I'm talking tiny spaces, crowded places, and pretty much anywhere that feels like everything is closing in all around you. Not only is this terrifying, but the thought alone can give people who are claustrophobic severe anxiety and in some cases even a full-blown panic attack. But what if they could overcome this fear? According to science, the #1 way to overcome a fear is by exposing yourself to it in full force. This could mean trapping yourself in a tight space, forcing yourself through a tiny section of a cave, or even locking yourself in a box with no escape. Well, that's exactly what I'm about to do. The plan is simple. Build a box so tight that it is impossible to escape. Then put myself into this box and trap me inside for an hour in hopes that I can overcome my extreme fear of claustrophobia. So what could possibly go wrong?
Well, it turns out that a lot can, because from what I've been reading, besides the whole panic attack thing, there's something called carbon monoxide poisoning. And the best way to describe it is if you're in a tiny confined space with no fresh air, then there's a pretty high possibility of it happening. But I feel like everything's gonna be okay? I don't know.
So now that I knew what I was in for, I headed to Home Depot to gather the supplies I needed, but it was at this point when I realized how underprepared I truly was.
Everywhere around, it needs to be the same because it's your thickness. You want it laying down?
Yes, it's a horizontal box. This is gonna go terribly wrong.
So naturally, since I was clueless, we needed help from one of the workers who drew everything out exactly how we needed. So after getting the wood cut to the proper dimensions and gathering the rest of the supplies, it was now finally time to build the box I'd soon be trapped inside.
All right, so we officially have all of the parts that we need to build the box, but there's still one big problem. I have never built anything in my entire life, so this can still go horribly wrong. And honestly, worst case scenario, if all the screws don't work, we got duct tape because duct tape never fails. This isn't gonna go well, is it?
So what's the problem right now?
It was just too thick to drill through, so we gotta make a tiny hole first.
Okay, don't stab me here. Perfect. High five. So putting up these two boards took way longer than expected. So while we're building the rest of this thing, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Established Titles. Now this is probably one of the most unique sponsorships that I have ever done. And that's because Established Titles is a project in Scotland that follows an old historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, which in English is lords and ladies. This means you're able to buy something called a title pack, which grants you at least 1 square foot of land in Edelston, Scotland, which officially makes you a lord or lady. It's looking pretty good, babe.
I know.
Woo! I'm not even joking when I say this, but becoming a lord or lady means you could put it on dating profiles, credit cards, and even tickets.
2 more sides, let's go. Not only is this super cool, but Established Titles is also committed to the preservation and protection of the woodlands in Scotland. So not only are you becoming a lord or lady, but you're also helping save the world through global reforestation projects. They said this wood was gonna split.
I'm not having any trouble. They were trying to upsell us.
So with Christmas coming up, the first 200 people who purchase a title pack with my link will put you right next to my plot of land. This means that we can officially start to build the Strook Squad Kingdom, and in an upcoming video, we could even go there ourselves. All right, the box is complete. So as you guys can see, we have screwed each side in together here with L brackets literally everywhere to make sure that it's secure. On the outside, we also put more L brackets to make sure I can't get out. And for some final touches, we also just decided to slap some duct tape on there. We don't know if it's gonna do much, but overall, there's no way I'm getting out of this thing. Babe, I'm terrified right now.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Really?
A little bit.
This is terrifying.
Oh my God, this is tight. I love you if I die.
I mean, I think once you put the other side in, I won't be doing so well. Okay, you didn't kill me, you're good.
Hey babe, I will see you in an hour.
Me.
Well, it looks like we're in here for an hour now. Welcome to my MTV crib. As you guys can see, I literally have to crunch in here because my head is too big and it won't even fit inside.
And the only way I'm able to fully fit in here is if I'm scrunched up into a tiny little ball. And you know what? I probably should have asked what time it was before getting in here because I have no idea what time it is. And literally all I have in here right now is my flashlight, some shoes, my camera, and it's me. I don't even have my phone, so this is gonna be
f***ing terrible.
And just like I had predicted, it didn't take long for things to start going wrong.
So I don't know how long we've been in here, but we're already starting to face a problem. I'm filming this video in my garage right now, and in Canada, it's like -5 outside. But what I didn't expect was this thing to become a literal sauna. So somehow we're gonna have to get this hoodie off me because my anxiety is literally just making me sweat. Oh, there's literally no room in here. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Whew. Okay, that was a little bit easier than expected. Okay, you know what? We're making progress. Only an hour to go. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, it turns out a lot can, because things only started to get worse from here.
All right, so I don't really know how long I've been in here so far, but the anxiety is starting to get real. Not only am I in the most uncomfortable position possible, but I'm also sweating buckets. So I think what I want to try and do is see if it's actually even possible to break out of this box. Oh God. Oh my God. Let's try this side. Whew. It looks like we're actually gonna be stuck in here until Maddie gets me out. Me. You know, speaking of Maddie, I wonder what she's up to right now.
And just when I thought things were getting better, something unexpected started happening to me.
Oh God, what the f***? So I don't know how long I've actually been in here for, but my breathing is starting to get a little bit weird. So I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but growing up, I've had really, really sensitive lungs, and I've even had asthma as a kid. And yesterday when we were at the store, the guy was mentioning something about this would be in like formaldehyde. I don't really know what that is, and that it's toxic. So obviously I went ahead and asked him, like, is it okay to sit in it or breathe it? And he said that being in this box for an hour should be fine, but I'm still a little concerned because I have no idea what that is.
And guess what? After doing some research, it turns out that formaldehyde causes some of the rarest forms of cancer, and even in low exposure causes inflammation and coughing. But this wasn't even the worst of it, because it can also cause death from your throat swelling or chemical burns to your lungs.
So while I'm in this box, I think it's a good time to kind of talk about why I am so anxious and claustrophobic. Pretty much ever since I was a kid, I just never really liked big crowds or anything like this, or tight spaces. For example, whenever I watch those videos on YouTube of people cave diving, I cannot watch it because it freaks me out. And on top of that, the anxiety that claustrophobia brings me literally affects me every single day. For example, I don't like going to parties or club because there's way too many people and I feel like I just can't move. And it's not even just that. Literally, there's other times where I'll go to events or places and there's just so many people that I'll have to leave, and it's really frustrating because I know it's something that I should actually be okay with, but it just freaks me out for some reason. And I'm really hoping that by the end of this, we'll at least have overcome that fear a little bit. I can't believe I'm doing this for YouTube.
And at this point, I was officially starting to lose my mind. Being in the box, there was nothing to do, and being stuck with my own thoughts was only making the claustrophobia worse.
So for the last few minutes here, I've basically been trying to do some breathing techniques to try and bring down my anxiety, because I'm really not trying to have a panic attack inside this box while I'm trapped in here. So now not only do we have to avoid that, but we also have to deal with the fact that we are trapped in the box. I really want this to be over. It's fine. It's literally fine. You're trapped in a box, but it's fine. It's all gonna be over soon. By the time you're done, you'll have overcome your fear.
But luckily for me, just when I thought I was getting to my breaking point, I finally had a positive breakthrough.
What?
Time is up.
Oh my God. Thank God.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
So red in your face.
That was not fun. That was really not fun. We did it.
So to answer the question, is it really possible to overcome your fears? Yes, it is 100% possible. So now make sure you guys watch this video next, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.